Hello and welcome. It's been a minute to another Sisterhood Wine and Wellness. I am interviewing today one of my favorite people on the whole entire planet. And we're going to be talking about her story of health, but really more about business, which I obviously love talking about. And it's extra exciting because she's here with me. Welcome, Steph.
Hello, everybody.
Now, just to give it some context, we're literally in my garage. Because, well, and I love this because you might hear little ones running around because my youngest and Steffi's bub are, what are they, 20 months?
20 months.
20 months.
20 and 21 months.
And so we're literally hiding from them in my garage, which I love. But
mamas can relate.
Yes. And also I love that because this is a sort of business, and let's just jump straight into it, that is messy.
Yeah.
There's no beautiful setup with it. And if there are, you Sisterhood crew, or there's brand new people watching this and sort of thinking, because you can get so caught up, can't you, in things looking right, feeling right, the pretty logo, the pretty this, the look and feel, oh no, I'm not dressed properly for the occasion. And none of that matters
100%
at all.
No.
But we'll go back to the start. So tell me, how did you first find the Sisterhood, Isogenics, the whole thing? Tell us about it.
So I started, it was about 8 months ago, and I had just gone back to work from maternity leave. So I just had my beautiful baby Huey, and I was going back to work. He was almost 12 months old, and I was exhausted, like completely exhausted, and wondering, how am I going to show up to my job, like to my part-time job. I was going back 3 days a week. Not to mention the fact that none of my clothes fit me. So my pre-baby clothes, I couldn't get into any of my corporate clothes. I just felt like I didn't feel like myself, like the woman who left work, a pregnant woman who left work and then returning with a baby. I just didn't feel like the same person.
Yeah.
And of course I was so different, but just not in those good ways that you're different.
Yeah.
So I literally shared that with one of my girlfriends, and she said to me, here's a solution. Isogenics is the solution. And I was like, okay, give it to me.
You had no questions even about it yet.
No questions. I was like, anything to help me. I just need to feel better.
Yeah.
So fast forward, I would say literally 5 days into that, I was a new person. Like, I had so much more energy. I felt better in myself. I was sleeping better, obviously with wake ups from the baby, but I was sleeping so much better. I felt like happier. I remember sending a text message to one of my friends saying, I actually feel happier. Is this real? Like, what's going on?
And that's the adaptogens and things, isn't it? That's that calming. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. So that was the beginning. Like, that was honestly the beginning.
And I want to say here too, because Steffi was breastfeeding. You still are.
Yeah.
You're amazing. But so all of that time wasn't going into a hardcore 30-day cleanse. You weren't doing the cleanse days. That was just pouring in, like 1/2 really of the system.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even the full thing, and being able to feel that different. And what I think, I was having this conversation with someone yesterday, I think too, when you're a mum and you're going back into this, it's like literally getting back on a train, and the train's just going. What it feels like when you go back to work, because you've been in this like slow life, and then suddenly you're in the fast lane again.
Totally.
Is just having a plan oftentimes just calms half of the stress down. Because otherwise you're so like bite of toast, third coffee for the day, what's for dinner, I haven't even thought about that yet, I'm so tired, I'm going to grab a sandwich from the local deli. Like, you're so out of it that just having a plan is enough to calm the nervous system down, and then get the products in your body does the rest.
That is so true. That is 100% true. Like, the thought of having to then prepare meals before I went into work, like, healthy meals. And I wasn't actually, because I was, I don't know if anybody else has gone back to work, I'm sure they have, in terms of, you feel like, oh God, I can't have a lunch break because I'm kind of getting there right on the buzzer, because I need to feed my baby before I go into work, or do all the things with my baby. And then I get to work right on the buzzer. I don't feel like I can take a lunch break. I need to leave. Like, is it okay if I leave half an hour early? So I can get home to my baby, not be stuck in traffic. So it was like getting rid of any of that stress. It was just like, cool. I know that I'm filling my body with these beautiful products and filling all these nutritional gaps that I have.
Yeah.
And not having to worry about it. So I do actually describe it as effortless. Like it is. It's an effortless system that you don't have to question, because it has helped thousands and thousands and thousands of other people who follow the system and have found it the same. There's no need to reinvent the wheel. Like just trust and see how it goes, you know. And it was the best thing I ever did.
I don't know if you know this, I went back after I had my first, I went back to work when she was 6 months old. I had to stop breastfeeding because of it, because I was going to be away for the whole day and the full time. And I was in the city at Channel 10, and that guilt, like I look back, I talk about this a lot, but I look back and I cried in the car the whole way there and the whole way home, and then every 5 minutes in the bathrooms. And because I was like trying to fake it for everybody.
100%.
Like at home, I was trying to fake that it was all good and I'm back at work and it's going really well, and you know, great, I'm bringing in the money I need to, blah blah blah, you know.
Sorry.
And then at work, I was faking that everything's great and I'm fine and I can totally manage both things. And inside, I was just dying, which resulted in getting so unwell. And I remember it too. I remember first of all the cost of like forgetting to bring lunch to work, which I did most days, and then having to go buy lunch. And then I was just getting sicker and sicker because I was just drowning in like coffee and no sleep and all that guilt and all that stress.
Totally.
But then it wasn't long later that I got introduced to it all, and being able to just bring my stuff to work, and it was like, oh great, I'm being looked after and I'm feeling better for it.
Exactly. It's a solution. Like I actually describe this to, you know, my customers and to people that I speak with as a solution. So we all experience this, and whether you don't, even if you don't have kids, you know, you're still running, because me pre-Huey, I still packed so much into my life and into my day, and getting to this gym class and getting to that one, but not really stopping and, you know, taking the time to just make sure all those nutritional gaps were filled, so that I was going at 100%. Like I can honestly say that I feel better now than before.
With all the lack of sleep you have.
I mean, he's just started sleeping through the night, honestly, at about, 19 months. So it's just been amazing.
So tell me, so we were just talking about that. So Steffi now runs the business side of this. And when we say run the business side, it's so funny because it makes you feel like you kind of get this like business manual, and you pay your 25,000 and you get your keys to your office. And obviously those of you in the sisterhood who do the business and know that is not at all what that means. What it just means, obviously, is sharing with some other people.
Yes.
And then when you start sharing with those people, they might start sharing with people, and that's the business.
Yes.
It's just referral, really.
Absolutely.
So how did you first get to that point and when did you get to that point where you were like, I've got to share this with others?
Yeah. So I literally started my products, and I think definitely within the first 2 weeks or month, I was sharing.
Yeah.
So I'd shared with 2 people. And the biggest thing I learned from that experience was people want to know what you're doing, and people don't want to be left behind. Like they want to, if you're feeling amazing and 100% and you've found a solution, why would you not share it with your friends and your family to start with? You know, you don't have to share it with everyone in the unknown, but you start with the people that is closest to you.
Yeah.
And they naturally want to be a part of it. Like you can't tell me that if we're both feeling like this, which was the case with me and my girlfriend. We were both had just had babies. We were both feeling really tired. And what was the solution? And she'd found it 3 weeks before me, and she didn't tell me. So when I said, oh God, I'm feeling like this and I need a solution, and she said, oh, by the way, I've been doing this for 3 weeks. I said, what? Why haven't you told me?
I love that. Yeah.
Take me with you. Don't leave me behind. So for me, the sharing has just been from a place of,
it's really effortless for you.
Effortless. Yeah. Because I want people to feel amazing, and I don't want to hide this amazing solution that I've found.
And I feel like too, you're like, people can sometimes make a big deal out of sharing, right? But no one makes a big deal out of me going, oh, your hair looks great, and you go, oh, my hairdresser, she's around the corner, you should go see her. No deal about that. And the hairdresser gives you nothing for sending me over as a client. Maybe a hey, thanks for that. Or no,
not even. Yeah.
Or where'd you go for dinner last night? I went to XYZ. No one cares about that. But then sometimes people have this build up about it, when it is, and I say this all the time, you will hang out at a coffee shop. We could go to the gym now. We could go for a walk down the street. and we will pass people, and 9 times out of 10, those people will be talking about something they're feeling, like I'm feeling crap, or I'm tired, or I'm trying this diet, or I'm trying keto, or you'll hear something like that, or they'll be talking about financial problems.
Yeah.
Every single time.
100%.
Or it'll take you one question, how are you, for someone to go, oh, I'm good, but far out, I'm tired. Bub didn't sleep last night, this is going on, or we're really stressed out at the moment because this bill came in, and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Hands all the time.
Yeah.
So where is your, I suppose, vision from this? So it's been how many months now? Since July? So
about 8 months. Yeah.
And you've been sharing, and I'm actually going to, when we edit this up, I'm going to actually pop in a little photo about now of you talking on stage the other week, because it's my favorite photo of this year.
Thank you, darling.
And so you would never have imagined going into a 30-day cleanse in July.
No.
That you would be standing on Isagenic's corporate stage.
I know.
Sharing your story.
Yeah.
So much has happened.
So much has happened. I think one of the most phenomenal things about Isogenics and why I love it so deeply is not just the products. I love the products, but as we say, it is honestly a personal development program.
Yeah.
Wrapped up in a compensation plan, or wrapped up in a brown box with your products in it. Like, you have no choice but to grow as a person and just to become a better person. And that is just in the last 8 months, I have just gone leaps and bounds. I mean, I've been working, obviously I had my maternity leave, but I've been working in a corporate job as a manager of approximately 20 people I've been with this business for 12 years. And for me, I'm like, this is what I do. I'm so dedicated. I've run this team. We have, like, you know, I would say the most successful team in Victoria. It's just phenomenal.
Yeah.
So I've got these leadership skills, and, you know, this second to the director in this business. And the light bulb went off for me. Like, if I can do this for somebody else's business, why am I not doing this for myself? Why am I not doing this? And I just never looked at this opportunity before. I'd always just thought, yep, cool, I work for somebody else, I do this is what life is. And then Isogenics showed me that, no, I can actually have my own business.
Yes.
And my own business can be aligned with health and wellness, which is my absolute passion.
Yeah.
And it can be aligned with freedom in terms of being able to work around my beautiful son and my family, and allow me to share with my husband so that my husband can be around us and with our family. And I can connect with the most phenomenal people who are also on this journey with me, who are also up leveling, who also want something more. And maybe they don't know what it is, but they will find it in this program or in this system in Isogenics and with me.
They'll uncover that for themselves. So I want to make this really clear point too, because you're in corporate world, in a really great job, a high paying, you know, you're an absolute go-getter in that. And I need that to be clear, because, you know, and I think we've got that part of us in our, you know, that connects us so much, because you can be mum and you can want that vision for your life, but you can also really want to be a strong businesswoman too.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't need to be, you know, this side hustle that's just cute and fills in some gaps and, you know, brings in some cute money. It can be a monster of a thing if you choose it to be, and you've got that drive. But you still are working, you know, how many days a week?
4. I'm still working 4 days. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
And still be able to run this and do this and have this time. And so I think that's really important, because too often we get caught up in either A, running a business means I need to now dedicate my entire week to it and I've got to quit my job and do it, which it so is not.
Yes.
Or B, that it's just for people that need money and like stay-at-home mums, which also it isn't.
Yes.
And you're a living proof of all of that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's 2 focuses for me, and one of my focuses, I would love to catch people a bit earlier than I was caught. So I would love to catch mums who are like me, like I call them elite go-getters, who have got, you know, successful jobs that they're not looking forward to going back to, right? And I really want to help these mums to not have to go back to them. So I want them to know that whilst you're on maternity leave with your bub, you can start this, you know, and this can be your ticket to not going back to work.
Yeah.
You know?
This is a beautiful Steffi here. But you're right? And to be able to give them that choice of, and I say this all the time, first of all, getting your health right for a mother, for a woman, any woman, is key, because you can't do everything that you want to do in your life unless you first physically feel good. Yes. And that doesn't need to mean look amazing in a bikini. That just means physically feel good.
100%.
You know it, when you're tired, like literally it's a punishing job to just put one foot in front of the other. Absolutely. So first of all, get your health right. And then second of all, just having a passion, just having a purpose. Just having that once a week, you know, online get together, or just having that daily little goals and cute little things that we do together as a group, or, you know, that's in the sisterhood, or for you, that's within your peak performance, you know, crew, that having those little things that isn't just taking care of a child. Yeah. We can hear them in the background now. You know, we haven't left them on their own, by the way.
Yeah. There is a dad.
There is a dad. But, you know, having that something that's just for you. I know that often is enough to just light up every single cell in your body, along with the health. That little thing that's like, oh, this gets to be my thing. Like I'm not working, I'm not leaving the house to go off to a job and have to put the suit on and pretend to get through the day.
Really excited to be there.
Yeah.
Like, and you get to be that excited person at home with your kids. Like, it's fun to, you know, someone messages you and go, hey Steph, I'm actually interested in, oh my God, you're light up. Like that is so exciting. Yes. Like, you know, just,
and show your kids. So my eldest is 7, and she said to me just last night, I was doing some stuff in bed, as I often do in the evenings. I love to just get into bed with the computer and, you know, chat to people. And she was like, I cannot wait to turn 18 and start my Isogenics business. And I was like,
love her.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you? Like, if you're going off to uni, then I am totally going to prep you and set you up to run your business, so that you're not going and working at a bar in between studying, if that's what she chooses to do. I was like, the first time, it was a big light bulb moment for me, that we're 10 years away from that. And what I can do in the next 10 years as, you know, a legacy company and legacy in everything that we do, to then set her up to do that. I was like, oh, I get goosebumps talking about that. It's like another layer that I hadn't considered yet.
That is so true.
So talk to us about what you're doing, who you're after, you know, your avatar, I guess we say, but, you know, who is that woman out there? If you're listening to this for the first time and someone sent this to you, obviously go back to the person that sent it to you, because that person is your biggest cheerleader, and we're really big on that. But say, if, you know, that you're sending this on to someone, who is that person? What does their life maybe currently look like? What do you want for them?
Yeah, a beautiful question. So my avatar, my person that I am working with and who I see myself working with, continuing to work with, is that elite go-getter. So it is that person who has a fire, like, you know, you've got that fire burning, but there's just something missing for you. So you may be just phenomenal in the job that you're doing. Like, I can hand on my heart say that I did and do a really good job in my job, right? I know that I'm good at it, right? I'm successful, but there's just something else missing still. Like, you can feel it. I want to help that person to really optimize their fire, I guess, and use their time wisely. So as you said, Alila, I want to help that person who feels like, okay, something's missing for me. Maybe I'll go out and even though I earn really good money in this job, maybe I'll go and get a part-time job doing this. No, like, this is your solution, you know, for you, particularly if you've got that passion in that health and wellness. I think that just looking into this is just going to be incredible for you. It's the PTs, it's like the people in the health and the beauty space that are aligned with these products. Like, I know they are, because I'm a PT myself. I know a lot of PTs. I've got a lot of friends in that industry, and these products will help your clients or your customers and you literally perform at your peak. So in terms of mental performance, my mental performance has never been better. In terms of physical performance, I don't train as much as I used to. I used to be extremely fit and training a lot. I mean, having a 20-month-old baby, working 4 days a week, I don't have as much time, but I literally went to a boxing class 2 weeks ago, and I hadn't boxed since before Huey, and I was like, God, I'm so good still. Because
you are.
Like, you've got that performance, like your muscles are recovering, whether it's a walk around the block with your kid, or whether you're going for a run or whatever you're doing, you're actually recovering. So your mental performance, your physical performance. So people that are not recovering the way that they should or used to.
Yes.
People who just really need to level up and be like razor sharp.
Yeah.
Helping people who are perhaps on the more time poor side of things. So, your entrepreneurs who are just hustling and getting things done.
And living off the coffee and then the red wine at night to come back down from that coffee.
Yeah, the entrepreneurs are definitely, this is a ticket for them. Yeah. So they're the people that I really am wanting to help, and I know that I can help just to take them to the next level. So they're performing their role and they're amazing, but they can go to that next level in life and in
level up. And I want to say, I had crossed my fingers because that's not something my mum does when you have something to say and you don't want to forget it, but because I want we're going to just stop the share here so we can you just mentioned about PTs and stuff. So I used to be a PT. My story. I had my own Pilates studio. So I was a Pilates teacher as well. We have 2 dojos now. The number one thing that I see in anyone working in this space is that you're trading time for money. Yeah. Literally 1 hour, you pay me $85, whatever it is, and that's it. And the problem is with that is that you can do smaller group sessions or whatever, but everybody wants those same times. It's the 6 to 8 a.m. peak, and it's the 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. peak, right? Yes. So you are literally, you cannot split yourself into a million, and you literally only have a certain amount of time. The other thing that people are becoming savvier, and sorry PTs, but this is a little truth bomb for you. People, because of COVID, are now a lot savvier about their own training. They set up little home gyms now. Yeah, like we've got this little, because people have learned that they can. Absolutely. So the use of PTs is becoming less and less. The need for it. I mean, the massive surge in everyone becoming personal trainers 10 years ago is not as needed now, and I know that they're all struggling now. The other thing is that the apps, the online space is so huge. I mean, all of us have some sort of a fitness app. Totally. Nike have an incredible free one. Yes. It's a very tough, I guess what I'm trying to get at, market to now make any decent money in. You need to have invested in apps and things like that now. So if you are a PT or you run a business in this space, you need to now be savvier at what are my 5 income streams here. Yes, agree. Group classes, individual classes, online training, and then you do need a nutritional side to that. You need something to actually help your clients, because if they're not getting results, they will very quickly. You'll be the first thing on that list of expenses to go. 100%. Because people want results. Absolutely. End of story. You can be cute about it and say you're going to feel better, but unless people start to drastically feel better and drastically look better, you're going to be the first thing to go off that list. So actually having, and this is where you're going to excel in this so much and already are, but to be able to take those people and go, great, how the health and wellness space works. So number one is to get these products into your body. Totally. Because we don't talk to people about this business without you loving it first. Exactly. If you don't love it in the first 30 days, you send your products back, whatever you've got left, even if it's a tiny little bit, full refund, no questions asked. Yes. So that's
You've got
easy.
nothing to lose. This is what I say.
Step 2 is, okay, I've got to share this with 2 people to get kind of unlock the business really. And that for me was my sister and my dad. That for you was a couple of friends. So that could just be that. It's not even taking it yet to your clientele. Exactly. But then at that point you go, okay, I can take this, rework this, use the systems that you've got in place, the tools that you've got available to you. We always say, don't be a tool, use a tool. Yeah. Meaning, like it's all laid out for you already. And then very quickly implement that into your business. I've seen people that have been in so much debt from running a PT businesses that they thought, first of all, they've got no time. They're never home for when their kids wake up in the morning or when they're having dinner at night. No, that was my story with my Pilates studio. And then, just drowning in the expense of trying to, look at the lockdown here in Melbourne, how many gyms are still struggling. I know every single one of them is massively struggling to get back on their feet. Yeah. Because people aren't coming back yet, and fair enough.
Well, I never went back. I went to a gym before lockdown, like even, after Huey was born, I joined the gym again. Yeah. I haven't gone back. Yeah. And the other thing on that note, I guess, with the PTs is to know that there is a complete performance range. Like
Yes.
It's not a meal replacement. It's not a diet. It's a full performance range that is used by, and we sponsor the Newcastle Knights NRL team. So this is serious stuff.
There's UFC fighters that use the products. We know quite a few. My husband has the dojos. We've got fighters. There's at least 30 or 40 of his peak fighters who are all using the amped range every single day, every single training day, as well as in fights.
Yes.
And they came first, second, and third recently. So like, this is, this is not lame, mums talking about cute shakes. As we know, this is very much about elite performance. So.
Absolutely. And I guess with the PTs, it's like, you see a lot on the social media and the, like Instagram, that the other sup companies and whatever are using the PTs as, they're micro influencers, and they're maybe getting 20% off their own subs and sharing a 10% off, or getting something.
Yeah, and use this code.
No, if you actually do this yourself and you get people using the isogenics that you put them on, and you can share with them exactly what they need, because you're going to put it together, the performance range that that they need, you will actually get, like, it'll be so much more compensation back to you, rather than just sharing someone else's products for 20% off or 10% off or whatever, and
getting a couple of free products and a t-shirt in the mail as a thanks.
So that's what I see with a lot of my beautiful PT friends.
And everyone's on social media these days. Everyone's using that for their own business, so may as well use it. Optimize your time on social media to actually draw in an income for you. Like, don't just waste it scrolling. Use your time, use your put it in front of your clients. They take it or not. It's a no-brainer for us, obviously. But I think that I love that, optimizing your time, getting those elite go-getters to level up, really. And it is, 1% level up for elites is huge.
100%. Yes, that is such a good point.
Yeah.
And I was even talking, like, with some of my team that I've talked with, it's like, they are elite people. They are performing at a really high level in what they're doing over here. It's like people don't even know that they're experiencing this, honestly, because it's just like a deep thing inside of them, that they're feeling like, I'm not actually at 100% in terms of my mental clarity. I sleep like shit. These things.
Stress.
I'm stressed. I cover it up really well and no one knows, but I know. So for me, when I'm talking to these people, I'm like, amazing. That's okay. And you're still doing an amazing job, and you can go to that next 1%. Like, that's all it needs to be, and you will have such a remarkable difference.
I love you.
She's
the best.
Bloody love it.
And this is another thing that we haven't even spoken about, but we didn't know each other if it weren't for all of this. And you will see lots of photos the four of us girls who now all live within minutes of each other. This was never like something we knew about when we all connected, and now we literally are all like minutes from each other, living our dream lives by the beach. And so this is not something that's just a 2-minute thing or a 6-month thing or a 1-year thing. We're all in this together for the next 10-20 years of our lives, as our kids grow and we're at 18th parties and they're starting their own businesses, because we can see that vision for legacy and all that means, and beautiful friendships, that will be here forever, that aren't going anywhere. And aren't just this sort of friendships that were built in an online space and that's cute and leave it at that, and we like check in with each other. This is very real, actual connection and drive and passion and vision and all the beautiful things.
Absolutely. And just people that we're on the same level, and it just feels so nice to share the experiences, the good, the bad, it's everything that you can want in a friendship. It's just been so beautiful. So I the biggest thanks to Isogenics for that too.
I say that all the time, like, besides everything else, besides income that helps me support my family, besides giving me the freedom of time to be with them, besides feeling phenomenal, this has been like my favorite.
Absolutely.
Isn't it, like, of all the things, because that is the hardest thing to come by of all, I think.
So I say that when you get your first box, when your first brown box arrives to you, because you've just bought your new product, there is, like, take a photo of that brown box, because it is more than just products in that box. For you, it will literally change your life if you let it.
If you're open to that, and ready for it. Well, I've loved having you on. I've loved having you here in person in my garage. The kids are quiet, which is strange. So thank Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
I will put our handles down the bottom so you guys can go follow Steph's journey. And thank you for watching.
Thank you.